So, my wife and I have a dog rescue, Love Pup. And we had 8 dogs of our own in our house. And we've lost a couple. We only have 5, which is, believe it or not, semi-peaceful.
Only 5.
Right.
I mean, when you go from 8 to 5, I can imagine there would be a little less chaos.
Right. And most of them are old now. And so it's like my wife is like sending me pictures of dogs that are at the Love Pup Rescue going, I want this one. And I'm like, whoa, chill. Right. And I have a weakness for English bulldogs.
They're
right?
so cute.
It's just something that I love more than anything. And I'm like, I don't want any more dogs. But then she sent me this picture of this one bulldog, a 10-month-old. I showed you guys yesterday, right?
So cute.
So
I don't know how you could say no to that dog.
I know. So the thing what's funny about our dogs is that our kids have named almost all our dogs. And it's interesting when I think about the dogs' names and how old my kids were when they named them. Like we have a dog that Dutch named. And she passed away. Her name was Lollipop Superstar. So you can figure out that our kids are probably really small, right? Then we had a dog named Harvey that passed away. Harvey was named after Lightning McQueen's agent.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Hey, Harv.
Yeah, right?
Let Harv rock it for you.
We have Lego. Jake was like way into Legos when we have Lego.
That's
right?
so cute.
Right? So Dutch calls me yesterday. It's on spring break, so they're up north at our cabin with all their friends, and Dutch calls me yesterday and says, I want that dog, and we're going to name him Kanye.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm just like, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't know, this would be kind of weird, but then I'm like, I kind of like the name, but I already pictured going to the vet. Yeah, and you come up with a nickname for the dog eventually, and I figured, am I going to call him Ye out of respect? Like, is that the dog's name? And I'm totally
Because he did change his name to Ye.
Yeah, I know, we're going to call him
You
Kanye.
say Kanye, the dog looks at you like, nope, that's not it.
And is he going to have all kind of attitude? And be all, the dog takes on the personality. Like, is he going to be all like, I'm the greatest dog of all time.
You hear this bark? No one can do this bark.
Is his bark going to be all like, ha, 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 someone's at the door.
You gotta name him Kanye now.
I know. It's
That would be weird, though.
Yeah.
Kanye, stop peeing on my clothes. That would be awkward.
Yeah, that would be weird.
That's probably a conversation Kim Kardashian's had.
Oh, yeah, she knows. We should call her up. She could really advise you in this situation.
On how to housebreak him.
Hey, and then I'm on Instagram yesterday, and I saw this thing, and I'm like, is this a joke? Because I see it on one of the accounts that I follow that isn't like a legit account, and then I start seeing it on like all the news accounts, and I don't understand how this happens. I mean, and I know there's an answer for it, but isn't it weird how they can just go vote and end daylight savings time?
Isn't that weird?
Like, isn't that
And
weird?
don't you think that's what it would be? You'd have to vote on it?
Yeah, but how do you just vote on time? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, they campaign and then they...
I know, I understand you're going to get into
Right.
the
But
numerology behind it, but how do you time?
It just seems like something that is just set and you don't change.
Yeah. Like you're just going to go, hey, everyone, let's vote. It's now 3:00 forever.
But maybe that's
Like, how do you...
maybe that was the thing. Like I could imagine them in the argument. Like Suzette, you just said, you think time is just set and you don't change it. But here we are changing it. What are we doing?
Right.
Maybe that's why everything's going crazy in the world right now. We messed with time.
Like I even listened to the audio of it happening, and I was just kind of like, how in court, like you're messing with time. Like
I feel like Dr. Strange would be upset.
Yeah, listen to this.
I ask unanimous consent that the Rubio substitute amendment at the desk be considered and agreed to.
Is there objection? Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you, Madam President. And as the day goes on, I look forward to others will be coming to the floor here in a moment. You'll see it's an eclectic collection of members of the United States Senate in favor of what we've just done here in the Senate, and that's to pass a bill to make a daylight savings time permanent.
Oh, okay, so now it's going to be it's always Thursday. How do you do that? It's so weird. And like, how do you get everybody on board? Do you know what I mean?
That was the shocker for me, that they agreed on something, because you never hear Senate passes anything.
I feel like that's the one thing we could probably all agree on. Like, think about how many problems that happen after the time change, right? There's 2 time changes a year, right? Spring forward, fall back.
Right.
And it's like, after that, it's like, oh, sorry, missed the meeting.
Right.
Sorry, did that. It's daylight savings time. It turns into like this excuse. And they say there's like, a lot of times more car accidents at one of the switch and stuff like that. So they're like, hey, let's all agree on this. It sucks, right?
It's weird, right?
It's really going to be weird now because now when I call my dad across the country, the first 5 minutes is him trying to figure out what time it is where I am. What time is it there, Richard? Let's see. Take away 2, -1.